Okay guys, we're out here fishing today. We try to catch some crappie on some gulp alive minnows. Last time I came out here we didn't really catch too much, so we're just getting started out pretty much at the dock. And got the old tackle box out here, guys, and we're trying to catch a fish here or two. And we have to find our baits and stuff. I'm gonna be using a mixture of these gulp alive minnows. And some of these B&M baits I got here. I think we're gonna use black and chartreuse, lemon lime and black B&M baits right here, guys. And gulp alive minnows are the best baits really for crappie fishing, at least out here. We got two rods. We got Shakespeare Micro Light Series rod, which is a 5'6" with a PC Fun reel or Pisces Fun reel on it, with a Bobby Lose reel here, ultralight, with a Wally Marshall reel, which is like a basically a smaller reel. And we got the Pisces Fun reel here with the Light Series rod with a bigger jig head on it for deeper water. But it's not as windy here today, so we might just be using this one, the Wally Marshall Lose reel, and the 5-foot ultralight. And we got a light rod in the back here. But let's get into some fishing, guys, and have some fun. All right, we're gonna start out with the gulp alive minnow, and I don't think we caught anything. I think we caught a bunch of weeds. Yeah, we caught a bunch of weeds. I guess the early hydrilla that's coming out here, guys. We're starting out with the gulp alive minnow, and then if we don't catch anything on this, we'll try the B&M baits next. Try to catch a couple of these crappie, or even a bluegill would be okay right now. You know. All right, we moved spots. Now we're near the dam, and boy, the wind has just kicked up a notch, guys. We're gonna have a struggle here trying to catch some bluegills or crappie here. Maybe we'll catch some. I talked to a guy that was in a boat earlier. He said they're pretty much in the middle of the lake, and some of them are moving to the bank, so we might be able to catch some near the bank here. Maybe not, but if we do, we'll luck out here, guys. This is usually a productive spot for me because I've caught a bunch of them over here and over near the edge of the dam over here. So like I said, it's a little windy today, but it wasn't as bad the last time I went. Man, the waves were like 2 foot chopping here last time I came out here, so it was a struggle to paddle and stay in a spot, more or less. To okay, we got one, guys, finally. Don't know what we got. It's pretty big though, whatever it is. Might be a catfish, but finally we got something here, guys. Yeah, it feels like a catfish. It don't feel like a bluegill or anything. Here we go, guys. We got the first fish of the day. Oh, it's a nice bluegill. Okay, we got our first bluegill, guys. We're out here for about an hour. Finally got one. Holy smokes, man. Of course, he gouged the hook. Let me put my glove on. I ain't fooling with this fish unless I got a glove on. Last year, they tore me up, so I'm not fooling with them without a glove. Well, this might be the only fish we catch all day, but hey, finally caught one. Finally. Alrighty, guys, look at the size of this bluegill, man. That's a good one. He choked it, man. Fuck, we may have to keep him. He gorged it. He's a good sized bluegill anyways, so we're gonna keep him. Okay, if I can get this dang thing out of his mouth. Okay, there we go, guys. Got a nice sized bluegill there, guys. First fish of the day. All right, we'll get the skunk off of us. Last time we didn't catch one. So there's a bluegill, guys. Right off the bat with that ultralight. And we'll leave it in the boat. We're not going to be here very long, so I don't have a stringer, so we caught him on that chartreuse. Okay, guys, we're going to switch over to the B&M baits and a 1/6 ounce jig head. The other one was a 1.2 ounce jig head. Use this black color real quick. Still got that bluegill flopping around in there, but we'll get it on here with this curly tail grub and try one of these Polanski fireballs on it to give it some scent. It's the same rule of thumb with this one as you do with the gulp-eyed minnows. You basically throw it out and reel it in slow, and it's a little bit heavier jig head, so I should maybe use a lighter jig head, but I guess we're gonna have to use with what we got here. The water is really murky today. Maybe clear white colors would work better. We don't get anything on this one in the first few casts. Usually you could tell if you catch a lot of fish on what color is good for darker water. Is probably like a chartreuse color or something like a white color. If not, we'll change over to a white gulp-eyed minnow. Like I said, fishing is trial and error to see what they're hitting. And we got about 4-pound test on this rod here. We're kind of moving down with the wind here. But with a curly tail jig, you just reel it in slow until you get a nice little nibble or a hit or something. I mean, like I said, the water here is murkier than last year. Last year was clear. Like I said, we may not get a hit on this lure, but we'll try it. Okay. We're using the bigger rod for this, the light series rod with the bigger jig head. And a Polanski fireball and a black curly tail jig from B&M. I've never tried these before. This will be the first time I've used these B&M baits. But last year we were catching a lot of bass and crappie and bluegill on black, so we might pick one up on this. If not, we're gonna switch over to a white gulp-eyed minnow. I do have one of those. There was a guy at the dock that said they were catching them on white, so that might be a good lure presentation. I'm using 4-pound tests on both of these rods. I like 4-pound tests. That's like my idea type of line to use for catching crappie and bluegill and bass. Sometimes, I mean, last year I came out here and just caught a ton of catfish on these gulp-eyed minnows, dude. I was slaying them on them last year. Okay, Polanski fireball fell off. I don't think this black color is going to do any good. Let me try something else. Got these white gulp-eyed minnows. These might work. Like I said, trial and error, folks. Trying to catch fish. Try everything once, or more than once. You never know what you're going to catch them on or what color you're going to catch them on. Because, you know, crappie and bluegill will hit pretty much about the same thing. If the crappie are hitting one color, you can catch them on one color. Chartreuse color didn't seem to be working too good, but since it's murky water, that white will stand out a little bit better. Let me get in a better casting position over here. around these down trees. Usually it's a good place to catch crappie and bluegill. Only caught one fish so far. Damn, this freaking... The wind is not terrible today, but it's enough to be a pain in the butt. Okay, we got another one, guys. I knew there was one in there, so I went to the ultralight rig with the smaller jig head. Whoa, this is a nice bluegill. Must be a bluegill because the way it's fighting. Oh yeah, nice bluegill. We're gonna have to net this guy because he's barely hooked. Oh man, that's a good one. Okay, we got another bluegill, guys. I might do a cooking clean here, but we got another bluegill. A really nice one this time. It's a great big old male bluegill. As you guys can see here, another bluegill. That'll knock some of the rust out of me here today. So they like the chartreuse more than they like the white. I had them hit the white, but I got them on that chartreuse. I noticed when I was using that heavier jig head, it was kind of tapping it. So I went to the lighter jig head and got him. So that's what you gotta do when you fish, guys. Is change it up, try different things, go back to something that you were already catching them on, and that way you can catch a fish like that fairly easy. And simple as that. We'll go back to the same spot and try to catch another one. Oh, we got another one, guys. Oh, this time it's a crappie, guys. We got another one. No, it's a bluegill. That's a smaller one, but we got another one. That's 3 down, guys. Same spot. Just around the tree this time. Slightly smaller bluegill, but there you guys go. Slightly smaller bluegill, but nonetheless a bluegill. We'll keep him too. He's a decent sizer. And yeah, we got another one, guys. Okay, guys, we moved spots. Hopefully this will be the ticket. I caught a bunch of crappie and bluegill over here last year. But like I said, it's just gonna be one of those bluegill kind of days, guys. We got a bunch of down trees over here. This is usually my money spot over here to catch a couple fish. Last year I caught a couple of nice sized catfish over here. But we're using 4-pound tests, so we gotta be real careful on what we're using here. Because if we catch something really big, possibility we might lose it. But the chartreuse and minnow is the only thing that they seem to be hitting today. Okay. We got a couple snags too today. It's been one of those days. Feels snaggy over here, guys. But this is a good place for bluegill and crappie. I caught a mess of them over here last year. Caught like 6 or 7 of them in one, like 10 or 11 minutes. I was in the spot last year. But again, it's early spring, so we might not catch a whole lot. All right, we got one over here, guys. I keep getting hit over here, so we might catch one. I keep getting hit over here, so we might be catching one right here. Throw it in here a couple times. I got slammed like 3 times by something. So I'm getting some hits in between these 2 brush piles. Probably a bluegill. I don't think it's a crappie. but whatever it is, slammed my bait pretty hard. Twice. Now let's reel it in and throw it back in that spot again. I don't know, you might have hit it 3 times and spit it 3 times. We might catch one. As long as we don't get hung up, we might get one, guys. There's one in here. I got a hit earlier. It's weird, he hit it like 3 or 4 times. I even lost the bait in here because he hit it so hard. Again, I gotta readjust myself here to get back into the spot. I only caught 3 fish so far, but this spot here, I've been getting a couple hits. It was a good sized fish, whatever it was. Got a couple hits in this spot, but I think he might have hit it and then spit it. I could tell they're not really they're spawning, but they're not like in high numbers up on the bank this time of year. But I did get a hit over here. I'm gonna keep trying this spot until I catch this one. All right, there's one back here. I was getting a hit like right in between these 2 trees here. Okay, we got another one, guys. This will be the 4th fish today. Seems a little bit smaller, but we got another one, guys. Oh, where did we hook him? Hooked him in the mouth, but he ended up going upside down. There you guys go. Got another bluegill. Man, what the heck? He's all tangled up, guys. Okay, come on, boy. 4 bluegills. He choked that thing. There we go. Another bluegill for the table. I think that killed him. He gorged it too bad because that was he gorged it a little bit too much because it was stuck down his throat. We're gonna have to keep him anyways. I think we screwed him up pretty bad. Okay, guys, the struggle is real. It's the end of the video. We didn't catch any more fish. We caught 4, so that's 4 on the table. So we'll get back to the house and clean them up and maybe cook them later on. Okay, guys, see you guys back at the house. Okay, guys, we're at the cook portion of this video. Got some oil and a cast iron skillet. Got the fish already battered up and ready to go. All that's left is getting this burner going and lighting it on fire, and then leaving the pan on here on this here burner, and Okay, we'll let this we'll let this cast iron skillet and this oil heat up, and then we'll put the fish in the pan when it's hot enough. It shouldn't take too long to get this hot because I got it on high, and we will cook it up fairly quick. We caught like 4 bluegill, so we're gonna cook them in this pan. And I got the bluegill right here, guys, which is flour, breadcrumbs, and eggs, and the bluegill in this bag with some lemon pepper in it and salt. So when this oil gets heated up, guys, we'll get back to you as soon as this is heated up, and we'll place the fish in here. We'll have a fish fry. Alright guys, I think the oil's hot enough. We'll start laying the fish in here. Alright, we got some bluegill right here, and we got it all battered up here. Got another piece of bluegill here. We got some more bluegill. Okay, we got another piece of bluegill. This is about 4 fish in total. Shouldn't take up no time to fry. Okay, we got them all in there, I believe. I don't see any more meat in here. Alright, that's it, guys. Yeah, what you want to do is cook this until it's brown on both sides. Once it's brown on both sides, it's done. You can do this with cornmeal, but this is flour and breadcrumbs and egg, so that's all I had. But this is also a good way to fry fish up too. But we'll get back to you guys when this fish is done. Alright, that should be good enough. It didn't really fry that well, but alright guys. Okay, we'll turn it off, and there you guys go. From the lake to the table. Got some fried fish, and cut into a piece of it, and oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, that's good, man. I'm gonna be eating the crap out of this. Let me tell you what, guys. From the lake to the table, boy. Tell me what. That is good. That is good, guys. I'm gonna eat this, and I'll see you in the next video. This has been your old pal Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical on another fishing video, catch and cook video. Hope you all love it. Y'all take it easy. It's been your old pal Hondo. Hondo signing out.